I've heard a lot that work smarter, not harder category. And I definitely think that you can't not work harder. I do think working harder is something you have to do while working smarter. But something that I've been realizing in my life is the best things have come from areas where I focused on attracting it versus trying to chase it. And what I mean by that is I used to be really weird around girls. I used to be trying to fit them in this particular mold of what I hoped they would be. And when they didn't turn out that way, it would be a very frustrating experience for them and for me. And it damaged and made a lot of relationships and friendships weird, to be honest with you. Same thing with career fields. Basically, I would try to get things out of a job or a certain role at a company that it couldn't offer. It didn't have the ability to offer me. And so I get frustrated and go from place to place to place. And I more or less blame these external circumstances instead of myself. And the more I would try to focus on chasing, and chasing, the further away it felt like I was getting, even though it felt so close but so far. It wasn't until I took my energies and started realizing, like, hey, what if I stop chasing all these things and I start trying to focus on attracting? What if instead of hunting, I started fishing, so to speak? And I don't want to call it fishing in the sense that like I had the bait, so to speak, but it was more or less how could I be a man that attracts this type of woman? How could I be a man that actually I look attractive to the employer that pays this amount and has this types of skill sets? And focusing on more what I can control was an immense amount of freedom that not only carried over in those ideas of like attracting the right spouse and also attracting the right companies, but it also was a huge factor in just sales as a whole. Being able to more attract what the prospect wanted to hear by filling their void versus trying to chase them down and shove my product down their throat. So all that being said, I found that's one of the key switches that I feel like can help set a lot of people free is instead of focusing so much on chasing things, start trying to focus on how do you attract those things into your life instead.